What's up, YouTubers? I am heating up my pressure cooker because today is a good day to finally sterilize these jars off for my cordyceps. Half are going to be the orange, half are going to be the albino. So my measurements are telling me I need to add 3.97 pounds of water. So let's do that. First one, 2 pounds, 6.2 ounces, 1 pound, 10 ounces should do it. So apparently if that's the water, I need a bigger pot. And voila, I got a bigger pot. Next is 36 grams of dry malt extract. Let's put that up in there. 18 grams of nutritional yeast. And pop that up in there. And 9 grams of the Similac. There we is, 9 grams. Now that we got that all ready, it's time to whisk this all up. Get it nice and ready. Boom. Now that looks like a pretty good nutrient broth. Now I'm going to bring my jars over here, fill them up with the rice. For the rice, each jar is going to get 1.6 ounces. That's what it should look like inside the jar, just so you can see. Alright, now that they are all filled with the 1.6 ounces of, I use the Nishiki brown rice. And everything's gonna go good. So right now I gotta measure out this to 5 fluid ounces per jar. So I got the 5 fluid ounces and they're gonna go in per jar. Once it's up in there, all I'm gonna do is just make sure I swirl it around a little bit. Just to make sure all the rice is seeping at the bottom of it, plus break up any dry spots. Then boom, set it and forget it. Now that I got it all in the jars with the broth and the brown rice, it's time to cook it off. But I do have some excess, so what I'm gonna do for this is put this in a clean bottle or a jar, and I'm gonna save that because I want to test this also with inside a bag and see how, I've seen people do it in a bag, so I want to try it that way too. So I'm gonna save this. So the key that I've always found with these jars is to put a little bit of foil to make sure that your breather hole doesn't get too wet. So you put the foil to cover, then you put the lid over, but you don't seal it all the way. You seal it to that point, but then you leave it just a little loose. So now that it's getting tight, I'm gonna tighten it, but then loosen it. So now it's got that little loose. It's got a little bit of a breather room for it to release some of the steam, and it won't just pressurize in there. So it's gonna cook that off real nice. So for a second I got worried that all my jars weren't gonna fit, but I forgot how big my pressure canner is. It's the biggest one I got. And I still want to get a bigger one when I start getting more into the business and business ramps up. So this, I need something double the size of this, if not even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now that I got my shizzle all set up, got my little weight, you know what I'm saying, on 15 psi, which it's supposed to be. I gotta wait for this to hit 15 psi. And then when it does that, I'm gonna set this on a medium to a low. That way it stays at 15 psi, doesn't rise, doesn't drop, it just stays. Trust me, I've done it before. And I'm gonna clean up my work area. put that away and keep this process going. I will update you guys tomorrow when I inoculate these jars after they've cooked and cooled down. So appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Stay tuned for the mushroom madness. And we're going to see which one overall. I mean, I'm going to grow both of them just because I like the cordyceps in general. But we're going to even test out after these are finished which one is the better choice for athletic performance and all that, because I got a couple workout homies that they be doing their thing and we need professional advice after it's been locked in and tested. Make them a tea, make them some gummies, try out the orange ones first, see how they do. Next day try out the white ones, or a few days later try out the white ones. Let them experience it, tell us which it is. That way it helps sell the product. Also, you guys get a real life experience from somebody who's trying it, who's actually a fitness fanatic, and they're telling me real life experience results. So like, comment, share, stay tuned, and this is my master recipe for creating my mushrooms for cordyceps. So thank you and appreciate it.